3, 2, 1.
All right, we are here for the first show. I'm very excited on Fun Pulse Network, and unfortunately, YouTube has stupid rules, so it's basically on Fun Football Podcast, but it is what it is. So, but we are back. We are going to be continuing shows through August. I've got a lot of good guys here. This is going to be great. Sam, I know you're in the bottom right corner, but I know you're going to talk first. So, how are you doing, man?
I was waiting until my question came along. See, you're already taking shots. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
You take 6 shots in the text group. I have to get you back.
I took 6 shots before I came on, so
anyway, there we go. There we go.
Good old Jack Daniels whiskey, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but yeah, hey, how we doing? I'm Sam, aka Mr. First Down. I am your favorite Titans fan. Everybody knows it, even if you don't want to admit it. I am going to be hosting the show Pigskin Perspective here probably on Wednesday nights, I believe. Unless Network Daddy spanks me with his belt or something. Yeah.
Hey, this is on my Facebook, so yeah. All right. We also have Nick Roll Coverage. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good, bro.
His beard's doing good. Look at that thing.
Bro, it's gray as hell.
It's great, man. It's all the wisdom. It's all the wisdom.
I wish I had that wisdom.
I lost it somewhere.
We're going to be talking some NFL tonight, but before we get going, Med, Duck Hamish, I'll see you on Monday too. We've got a special show up. I'll talk about later. How you doing, dude?
Oh man, I'm doing great. Normally you would see me on Shots from the Sideline, but I'm taking a break and I'll be rotating around. So I'll be that's what's up. So
you spin my head right round, baby, right round.
All right, so here's what we got for you guys tonight. We are launching Fun Pulse Network. It's a network that I'm really excited about. It's got Fun Football Podcast. It's got Sam's show. It's got Nick's. We've got Pitch Grid Podcast, Answer the Call, Curious Sports Pulse Media, and I started a movie channel. So it's got 7 shows on the network, and this is the first one. Unfortunately, YouTube has stupid rules. You have to wait a day. I forgot about that baloney. So we're here, but we're not just going to talk about our teams. I've got some big NFL questions for everybody, but I got some games I want to play. But before we get going, there's been some big news this week, and we're going to play a little game called Buy or Sell. Very, very simple. You've got a minute up to on your take, and I want to know if you guys buy or sell Micah Parsons actually getting traded from the Cowboys. I'll go last on these first few. So whoever wants to take it, I want to know if you actually buy Micah Parsons getting traded or if you think he's going to get a big deal. Nick, why don't you go first in this one?
Honestly, I think I'm going to go buy. I really think that he should push his way out of Dallas. I feel like whatever Jerry Jones has been trying to build for the last, 20, 30 years since they last won a Super Bowl, this hopefully might be the final straw that breaks his back and says, you know what, it's time for me to stop being GM and time for me to actually promote somebody. So I hope that Micah sticks to his guns and ends up anywhere else. To be honest, the best betting favorite that I saw earlier that wasn't Dallas was Philly.
Oh, dang.
Philly, if he ends up an Eagle, oh my God. Yeah, yeah, the answer is buy. Hopefully anywhere else other than Dallas.
Ooh, good answer.
Literally anywhere else. And Carolina's in the top 10 for the places he might land. So I do have a benefit there.
Yeah, I was hoping the Packers. I bet they always end up on those betting lists. They never do it. I like it. Good take. Sam, what's yours? Buy or sell Micah Parsons getting traded?
I am right with Red 3 over there. Red 5 standing by. I want him to buy. I want to buy it so bad. All the Cowboys fans were so quickly to get on Twitter and say, oh, don't worry, Jerry just does this because he loves drama and clicks or whatnot. Well, let me tell you something. That was a pretty scathing social media post, yeah? You don't see that very often, especially trying to meet me without my agent. Yeah. Like, that's scummy.
I agree.
Maybe we're wrong, right? And he re-signs with the Cowboys and pulls a Myles Garrett and says, I never wanted to leave here. Oh, all this money's so heavy. Now I can't leave. Maybe that happens. But how many times is Jerry going to do this? And people are just going to put up with it. There's a shelf life on that. and I hope it ends with Micah Parsons. And I hope he enjoys his time in Carolina.
Hey, anywhere. Here's the top 5 places that are
Canadian
top 6.
Football League.
There you go. Anywhere at this point that is at Dallas. It's obviously the best odds is to re-sign in Dallas.
Mhm.
Then it's the Eagles, Patriots, Chargers, Cardinals, Niners, Rams.
Impressive. Most impressive.
And that is provided by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Hey, look at you.
Hey, look at that.
Sponsor us.
Right?
I do got to shout out some sponsors, but I'll wait till my turn. Ned, what you got?
I mean, it's a pretty convincing argument. Where are they going to have the money come from? I mean, they already gave those contracts to CeeDee Lamb and they gave it to Dak Prescott. I mean, they're already kind of hemorrhaging money. And if anything, you look at what they did with their coaching staff. Matt Eberflus, even though he sucked as a head coach, is a great defensive coordinator. But, you know, for the most part, if you look at the rankings through ESPN on the coaching staffs and how they rank,
Really lose a lot of their money. They spend, it looks like they do because they go sign a Jake Ferguson, they go sign a Dak Prescott, they go sign offensive linemen, and they make big picks, or CeeDee Lamb. That's their big stuff they've done. But they haven't allocated hardly any money to the defense other than Travion Diggs. And you know what's funny is I think Micah Parsons is a hell of a player. I would rather have a TJ Watt or Micah Parsons, or Myles Garrett. But Micah Parsons deserves at least 35 mil a year. If he wants 45 to 50, that is a lot. But I don't know what you're going to do in the NFC East without him. You have to be able to put pressure on the passer. That's the weakness of my team. I think you just got to pay the man. They've got 31 mil, shuffle some money around, get this done. The whole thing with them not wanting him to have his agent in the room makes no sense. So
he also already
Super
makes
scummy.
$24 million. So, like, for example, they have 5 players that make double digit in the millions money.
Mhm.
It's 50 with Dak, 24 with Micah, 18 with Terrence Steele, their right tackle. CeeDee's getting 15 this year. Trevon Diggs gets 12. Then it drops off after there. Everybody else is 8 million or less. So they obviously have some wiggle room. And even if you were to give them 40, we were giving 40 to TJ Watt and Myles Garrett. Those guys are 30. Michael Parsons is 26.
Yeah.
So he's got 4 top tier years, and he still has, I think, a year this year and next year, I think, still to play out before the new contract would even kick in.
Can we
think about what you said earlier?
We got to start this network out right. If you're going to say millions, you have to go millions, like Dr.
Millions.
Millions.
And think about what you said earlier with the Eagles being the number one destination outside of the Cowboys re-signing them. Think about that. That is probably going to be the second time that they got the best player from their rival to come join their team after Saquon Barkley last year. So wouldn't that be kind of a coup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then they just need one more player from one more team. So who are they taking from the Commanders?
Terry McLaren, why not?
Oh my God, wouldn't that be hilarious?
Scary Terry.
They make all the teams work.
That was going to be my next one with Scary Terry, but I gotta give a shout out to a couple of sponsors really quick. So really quick, I got to do this before we go any further. Thank you to SportCoin for promoting Fun Football Podcast. It's an awesome digital cryptocurrency. Thank you to Undefeated Live. They're going to have a season long. This is really cool. $1,000 NFL contest. Go check it out. They're going to have weekly pick'ems as well. If you do sign up, please use code FUNFOOTBALLPOD. And also, this is really good. I want to do one with all of you guys. I think it'd be a blast. There's a college football on positionpicks.com. It's a fantasy college football game, guys, where you pick based on like the school and position. So it's a brand new thing. It's free, and you just need 4 guys to sign up. So I think we should do one. I'm kind of excited. It's pretty cool. So they've all sponsored the show. I want to say thank you. Okay, now we're going to keep going. I'll give them another shout at the end. I like the takes on Micah.
Sexy ad read. That was sexy ad read.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that
Sexy.
was from up here too. Did you like that? I didn't have nothing. The page is blank. Woo! All
Are
right.
we talking about the brain or the page?
Oh.
Any final thoughts on Micah? Where does he? Yeah, did you like that? I'm going to predict that the Green Bay Packers do not trade for him. I'm going to say this right now: if the Philadelphia Eagles freaking land Micah Parsons, while I like the Eagles. That would suck so bad for the Cowboys. I almost hope that doesn't happen, but for real, I'm going to be looking out for that. I think he does stay in Dallas though. Ultimately, I think Jerry's going to pony up. So that's my prediction on that one. Thank you for joining, beautiful bearded bastards. Appreciate you, man.
What's up, dude?
All right. If you guys have any in the comments, we have 100 people watching. If you have any thoughts on this, drop in the comments on Micah Parsons. We're going to pivot to scary. Philly ain't getting Parsons, but if they did, we're all cooked. I
100% agree. Could not agree.
Micah,
anymore.
it's a wrap. They're winning back to back. They might go for 3. You'd have to have Saquon and Jalen Hurts get hurt. It's over.
Saquon's not long for this world. We'll say that.
I think behind that offensive line, I got him in Dynasty. I think I'll have at least a good year this year.
I agree.
I hope. That's my hope. Okay, Scary Terry, guys. Yeah, Sam, if you want to drop sponsors, you want to do it right now before we pivot? Go ahead.
Oh, no. I'm all fine and dandy. My sponsorships start next week. So
okay, cool. No worries. Hopefully we land some. If any net people want to sponsor the network too, just reach out to me. Pay Mike, I completely agree. All right, we're gonna keep going.
Man.
Scary Terry. He has also requested a trade. It's the big news in the NFL this week. That's a dude I actually have on my dynasty team. I made a trade for him, knowing he may hold out. I had to do it. I gave up Cortland Sutton, who ironically the same day got a 4-year extension.
Yep.
So what's your thoughts on this one? Do you think Washington, he's been there his whole career. He turns 30 next month. Do you think Washington signs him or do you think he gets traded? Let's go reverse order here. Med, what are your thoughts?
Reverse.
Okay, so if he signs this extension, it's going to actually take effect when he turns 31. So he's already sort of in the twilight of his NFL career. And if I was Washington, as much as I like Scary Terry and he has been a very productive player for him, I would actually look into possibly trading him, get some new few more picks to a team that really needs a receiver like the Titans, and be able to get a couple picks and maybe draft a couple decent players in the upcoming draft.
I like it.
Did you say my team or did I have a stroke?
I did say your team.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I was like, wait, what?
Well, right now you got like Calvin Ridley.
No, they have what's his name too, Restrepo, who him and Cam.
No, I'll do like
Restrepo.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Actually keep your eye on DK. To be honest with you, as somebody that went to camp, keep an eye on DK. He is a lot better than advertised. Anyway, is it my turn now? Yeah.
I hate this baloney. This is baloney.
They're
not.
8-9 is too much for the Packers. It might be 7 wins.
Oh, well, then the Bears are going to be finishing with 6. Congratulations.
Oh, no, the Bears are going to win 10 games.
Yeah, no, they're not.
2
I'll bet
against
you right
the Packers.
now. I'll bet you right now. I ain't going to
look at that. You put a quarter in the jukebox, you're going to hear a song.
Way.
You know what I'm saying?
No way. Hey, by the way,
That's right.
You need to join my show this year. I want to come on yours too. He does NFL Outdated. Love him. He's awesome. Oh, I love this. I love this. Alec Maynor. He's going to.
He could. I like the speed or whatnot, but I mean, it's just about what you like.
Hey, and this is the other thing with the Scary Terry thing. They can't afford to lose him. They're an actual contender. They got to pay him.
No, they're not.
It works well.
They're not contenders.
They're in a better. Well, they did the conference championship.
I mean, that's
in a
great.
better spot than Dallas, I would argue.
Sure. Yeah, everybody's in a better spot than Dallas. Carolina might be in a better spot than Dallas. Like,
goodness gracious!
Hot takes tonight.
I mean, they don't have a good running back room. Their reliance is on 2 wide receivers. That sounds really familiar. It sounds like Cincinnati to me. And what has Cincinnati won lately? Zilp. Nothing.
500 yards passing, but they still.
Yeah, you can throw all the yards in the world. Oh my God, you're the Matt Stafford. Congratulations. You know what he did? Nothing until he went someplace else.
You know what's crazy too is the Bengals also had this sack leader last year. They had the passing leader and the receiving yard leader. They had those 3, and they were struggling to win games because the running back was decent, and obviously Higgins when he played. Gesicki was decent too, but their O-line wasn't that great. Burrow took a lot of hits, and the rest of the defense was one of the worst in the NFL. But
they always say
I don't know
offense
about
wins
Carolina,
championships, defense I mean, offense sells tickets, defense.
Yeah,
wins
I was about to be like, what?
championships.
I like that motto though, man. That'd be a fun one. All right, Sam,
Scary
go ahead.
Terry. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to resign Scary Terry. This is silly. Young
Absolutely.
quarterback needs this guy, but we also got to take into account what people think of the front office. This brand new front office, right? This is the first kind of big decision they're making right here, I think. Right?
Yeah. I mean, they took Jaden Daniels last year. That was a big decision.
No, that was a big decision. Like draft
yeah,
aside, I'm
but
talking
first
about
big
like
free
free
agency.
agency.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't want the an experience to go crazy right here. I think they should re-sign him, but it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to send a message here and say
He's great. You're gonna love him.
It wouldn't surprise me if they try to send a message here and saying nobody's better than the team. We'll find somebody younger. I'm confident in my GM's abilities to draft somebody better, but I think you should re-sign the guy. Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer.
Plus,
So.
the way he's getting paid, if you could get him at under 30, Matt, I agree with you. He's kind of approaching his twilight, but he doesn't look like he's lost any speed yet. If you watch last year, he's still a burner and can outrun everybody. You're right, by next season, after his age 30 season, that's possible. But I mean, your other options are Debo Samuel's your number one. That's not a good situation for anybody.
No, I agree with that.
I like what they have, Debo.
Like 3 Debo Samuels right now. So.
Debo looks a little chunky, and he looks like he's lost a step and a half. Like he's about the same age as Scary Terry. He's actually a little younger, and he looks like he's lost a step and a half. Whereas Scary Terry, he still looks like a 4.3 burner to me. But it is the NFL. It's not for long. Guys can drop off quick. Devontae Adams is in his early 30s. He's aging well, but you look at Cooper Kupp, not so much, in my opinion. And
Isaac basically just said that Debo is thick.
Damn thick, boy.
Go look at pictures. It's not on my Facebook. I got a privacy setting that's stupid on this computer. I don't know what it is.
Hey, am I allowed to click on a comment here real quick? Can I do that?
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's the line from the Avengers? Don't do that. Don't give me hope. I don't need
guys. We're going to talk about our teams. Give Sam hope when we hit the Titans in a minute. Give him hope then. Don't pump him up too much. He's gonna start thinking his team can win 9 games. We don't want that for him. Set realistic expectations.
8.
I'm not that drunk.
I think the ceiling. 100%. I think the Panthers are in a weak division. We'll talk about them. Nick, what are your thoughts on Scary Terry?
Okay, first I want to give you the odds based on DraftKings. Okay, obviously Commanders are going to be the team that are best odds to keep him. Then it goes Patriots, Raiders, Titans, Chargers, Jets, Browns, Steelers, Cards, Seahawks. Okay. I'm going to give you an option. So you guys are obviously talking about he needs an extension. He's still got the speed. He still has it essentially, right? We know that there's another team out there that's still got some money that they want to spend. They didn't really get the weapon that they wanted. I feel like it's the Patriots. I feel like he should be a Patriot.
I agree.
And I feel like it should be a swap for Diggs plus picks. Give me Diggs plus a third, and we're cool because you're going to have to pay a ton there. I don't think so because I think that their opportunity, especially with their rookie, they just got Jalen Lane. Then you have Luke McCaffrey. You do have Debo. You add in Stephon Diggs. You have something. If Scary Terry is truly make or break for you, then no offense, he's not going to be around for Jaden's entire career. He's only got maybe another year at most of like top flight talent. Then he's going to probably drop out of the top 10, especially as we get some of these new receivers like Travis Hunter and stuff like that, especially if he's as advertised. So McLaurin's really on the outside, and I'm of the idea that you don't pay a wide receiver going into 30, 31, 32, 33, period. I wouldn't pay any of them. Justin Jefferson at 31, I don't care if anybody wants to pay him $45 million. He's not worth 20, in my opinion.
Oh,
out of that list that you just said,
I don't agree with that one because he's 25.
I'm talking about when he gets to that point. If you had to be a 31-year-old Justin Jefferson and said, "Hey, we're going to give him 40," even if he was putting up the numbers he's putting up right now, I would still agree on Father Time always winning. But I do believe the swap with the Patriots would make the most sense.
One that I actually like out of that list that you said was the Chargers because they feel like they're right there now. Like they're just. It looks like the Chiefs are about to fall off.
If only Greg Roman wasn't their offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
By the way, Diggs already got his contract, so he's already got
Did
3-year something.
Mm.
So
then
this
you
year
also
his
have
cap
Mike
hit's only
Williams
8,
that's
and then it's
retired.
then it's $26 million the next 2 years for Diggs. So for the Patriots, that makes sense. And for the Chargers, I mean, they don't really have anybody after Ladd McConkey.
Yeah.
I agree with this. Well, I wasn't going to talk about Justin Herbert today. Med knows how I feel about him, but I do need to see him win a playoff game. Okay, here's my thought. It depends on the amount of money. I really like Nick's take. I just don't think you're going anywhere in the. I really hate taking weapons away from young QBs, and they really clicked last year. There was something kind of special there. It like Sutton had his best season with Bo Nix, but you finally had a QB and. Like, I know this is mean about Kirk Cousins, but Scary Terry finally had a good QB, and you saw that was one of his best seasons. I wouldn't pay him over 30 a season. I don't think you're going to get away with that. I would try to see if I could get him on a 3-year deal. It just sucks because I think without him, they have zero chance. And outside of Philly, the NFC is pretty wide open, and they made some pretty good moves. And I really like Dan Quinn as a coach. The thing I worry about is a sophomore slump for Jaden Daniels. But if you keep Scary Terry and Daniels doesn't have a sophomore slump, I'm looking at a double-digit win team again. Without Scary Terry, you're right. They have some young guys, but it's not going to be the same this year. It's a tough one. I would pay him, but with limits. That's where I would go with it. Like Devontae, there's receivers that have aged past 30. Mike Evans has been awesome. Sometimes you got to pay the receiver, but you're right. He's getting to that age. It's kind of tough. So. That's a tough one.
Kind of the exception and not the rule, though.
Yeah, they kind of are. I mean, look at Cooper Kupp. I don't know how he landed that much money in Seattle. Honestly, Diggs, I'm shocked he landed close to that much in New England.
Yeah,
me too.
He looked washed. He was decent at the beginning of last season. Don't get me wrong, but his depth per catch, per target, a lot of statistical stuff has gone down. He's coming off an ACL at age 32. That's freaking tough, man. In the NFL.
I think it's hard. If they could make that trade, though, they could also go to the Cowboys and go get Diggs' brother, because the rumors that he's kind of been on the trading block as it is. So you could unite the two Diggs guys in Washington. That could be another pull for them as well.
I like it. So here's what I wanted to do we're going to have more time than just this. I was hoping we could do this buy or sell on our favorite teams. You guys want to do it?
Oh,
Sure.
God. Sure.
Sam, do you want to go last?
No, go ahead. Let's just shoot me in the head. All right, go ahead.
Okay, Med, I'm going to let you choose. You want Bears or Packers first? I got some Bears thoughts.
Isaac,
you go wherever you want with this. I just now realized that besides you, we have 3 teams that were the previous 3 number 1 picks in the draft. I just now realized that.
I had the first round pick
twice.
Well, yours was the first one. Ours was the second one, whatever it was.
Yeah. Y'all picked up Bryce. We got Caleb and now Cam Ward.
Don't worry. You'll be next year, Isaac.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, guys, we do have another person joining us. Yeah, no, we won't.
John, what's up,
there
dude?
He is.
Getting to finally meet him in person. We got John from Pitch Grid. John, he's joining the network. He's going to be doing some short content for us. Me and him and Tim answer the call. He's not here. And Sundays for the league, we are doing all 32 teams. We started today. We're predicting all the records. We're going division by division. We started with the NFC West today. He had John. Who did you have as 4th in the NFC West?
I have the San Francisco 49ers going 4th.
Yes.
4th. I had the Seahawks because I don't believe in them at all.
Well,
at all.
That's your opinion.
The 49ers are an injury 2 away from being in big trouble. So
I'm sorry. This is the same division with the Cardinals, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be my 3rd.
You guys think Keebler, Elf, Kyler Murray is going to be able to make something happen? No, there's no way. I do believe.
Is Call of Duty going on that
I think that there's a wet dream for Arizona Cardinal fans out there where Jeremiah Smith ends up pairing with Marvin Harrison Jr. at some point.
You need to tell my dad that, because I've told him I'm worried about Marvin Harrison, and it's not because I'm worried about Marvin Harrison. It's because of Kyler Murray.
Dude, he had 800 yards last year. That's not a bad year for anyone except
Absolutely.
John likes Kyler Murray, or he likes the Cardinals.
Yeah,
and I told him Kyler Murray, Call of Duty comes out, it's going to be
double XP weekend.
Either
Bro.
is, yeah, man. It's double XP weekend every weekend
Well,
in November and
what do you
December,
think?
apparently.
If you have Greg George, who is an underrated wide receiver too, you have Trey McBride, who is one of the best tight ends in this game, bar none. I think we can all agree on that.
You could have the all-star team around him. I don't know if it matters.
No, Trey McBride being in the top 5 is heresy.
No, what?
Absolutely,
Hey,
no way.
thanks, Hawk.
Hey, we're
There's
fighting.
no-
We're fighting on the stream today.
There's
Here
no
we
way.
go. Buckle in,
I
baby.
agree with this. I agree with this. Here's the coach is actually the least of my worries. It's just, I just really like, I don't believe in Kyler Murray's maturity. I got to see the bro get back to the playoffs. That is a weak division. He needs to get this done.
But you don't need Kyler to make 15, 20 throws like he did with Cliff Kingsbury. You need him to make 2 or 3 throws. That's it. Because if James Conner is your offense, and that is what he was last year, over 1,000 yards, you only need him to make 2 or 3 throws, and if he can make a couple of big scrambles, even better. And then you have a defense that's ball hungry and loves to pick it off, and is very much going into the shape of the defense that Jonathan Gannon likes to build, and Terrence Ferguson.
That's a big
And
Ooh.
I don't know. To me, it feels like people need to wake up and see the Cardinals actually are building something pretty good here, and the Niners need to actually be doing something because they're just running it back all the time.
I
Well-
also can give you a little bit. Okay, the Cardinals did have a really good draft, in my opinion. I mean, Jordan Birch, Denzel Burke, Walter Nolan, like they got dudes for real.
They
Even
got
Catan
studs.
Crawford,
Mhm.
like they got guys. It's just I don't trust Kyler Murray to win games. I
Me
don't
neither.
know if I
But
trust
you don't,
really.
like I said, you don't need
And
him
James
to-
Conner. James Conner doesn't.
I don't trust James
last year's-
Conner either.
He
My
had over
buddy's got
1,000
him.
yards.
My buddy's got him and McCaffrey in fantasy, and I love him. But I was like, bro, that is not the right 2 guys to bank on.
But
Like-
he has over 1,000 yards last year, and they outscored
But
their
he's 30.
opposition
I mean,
last-
Rico Dowdle had 1,000 yards last year, and he's with Chuba Hubbard this year in Carolina. That doesn't mean that they're going to do something well if Bryce Young sucks. They're not
I'd
going to be able
argue
to
that-
run the ball if they're not going to be able to like actually get it going. I could absolutely see Kyler Murray doing something, but I just don't know if he's the long-term solution.
I don't know if he's the long-term solution, but I think he's been better ever since they got that loss to the playoffs to the Rams. I
Yeah.
feel like he has quietly been improving, and I mean they were last year. His stats were really good, and then you look at what they're surrounding him with. He doesn't need to be the hero that he's needed to be in years past for Arizona to be good. So I think if you take the pressure off Kyler, you make him more on the weapons around him, and he only needs to make 2 or 3 throws like an Alex Smith had to back in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Why not say they can have a chance? And their O-line is massively improved.
I have 2 words for you. Why? Kyler Murray.
I
Well-
also agree with that.
I just can't. I can't. I gotta see. Mike
Especially-
trust him. He's
Put a
been
bet-
in the
put a
league
bet
long
out
enough
there.
to be a.
Go ahead. First
he's
network
been,
bet
I
right
would.
here.
I would.
Especially
now.
because a
I'll
lot
bet
of
you
people,
$10 they ain't making the playoffs.
Oh, I was hoping for something a little more.
If they do, what are you going to do then, Isaac? What are you going to do then?
If they make the playoffs
buy
and
you
they
a
get
nice
beat
cup.
27 to
He's gonna wear a
nothing,
Kyler Murray
that's going to be
jersey.
hilarious. No,
That
see, I
won't
don't
hurt
make
his
those
feelings.
bets
He
because
wears other
Ben will
teams'
never
jerseys
bet me
all the
that
time.
if the Packers win the Super Bowl, he'll wear their jersey because he knows I have better odds than his team. So,
I have
There's
their
literally no
jersey
way.
in my bathroom. It's called toilet paper.
no. Actual jersey, baby. You can pick which one. You can get a Matthew Golden. You can get a Josh Jacobs. You know Xavier McKinney's.
I'm
the
sorry. Did you just say Charmin or Quilted Northern? Is that what you just said?
I'm sorry. Do you remember
Which
your
one
last
has
Super
the
Bowl
Bayer
win? How old were
cartoon?
you? 3, 4?
I was 5, but who won the last game?
Go get my Chiefs jersey then.
I love it. All right, hey, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around. I'm gonna be nice. Let's do Med's team first. We're gonna go around.
Oh,
You got a minute tops.
Me and Med.
If you guys want to start with the Packers, I'm fine with it. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around.
Like we need to start with a team that was one Eberflus decision away from being 0-6 in the NFC North.
All right, fine. We'll start with my team. We're gonna go around and we're gonna say if we're gonna buy or sell in the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
I'm gonna give that precipice as a playoff team. Do you buy or sell? Hey, Trailer Park. There we
What's
go.
up, guys?
Yo,
Boring.
What's up?
Look at that.
What's up?
Okay, so buy or sell the Packers winning a playoff game? That's the question. I'm gonna make it different for each team.
Sell.
Yeah, that's
They
a hard
made the
sell
playoffs.
right now. Hard sell. Like,
Well,
God,
can we just get a
I-
unanimous 5 real quick? Sell.
I'm buying that they win one. The
I'm
division's
buying-
not that strong.
I buy that.
Minnesota,
I buy
Are you
that.
talking about
Minnesota has
in
JJ
Madden?
McCarthy as QB, and I need to see Caleb Williams actually be an NFL QB.
caveat.
They won
Here's
this
my
many games
caveat.
last year.
It depends who they play.
Yeah, if they play Philly again, then nobody's going to win that playoff game.
I would
In
argue
Madden.
the Rams could.
Why is
the
it doing that?
Rams were 10 yards away from
You have to
You have-
set it up
You have
where
to
you
pick the
just do one.
destination in your chat. You have to.
You got to help me do that. You are
just
all
click-
the original OGs. I love Trailer Park. We're all heated here. Okay, fine. Do they make the playoffs?
Yes.
Mm,
No.
Bye.
Who are the
maybe.
7?
I think
Who's
it
the-
depends
alright.
who you're putting into the playoff contention discussion.
That's the fair question because I think my team's I'm hoping that they don't stay here. I either want to see them move up because they have some good talent on the team, but I got to see Jordan Love put it together and I got to see them protect him this year. He got hurt week 1 last year. That screwed up a lot. So that's fair.
Med,
I can
good God.
admit that. Med, what do you think? On Madden. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Hey, in your Madden, they better win the Super Bowl, man. I got to see it. Hey, wait. The Lions are going to take a step back. That's my
They're-
position.
I think they're going
it's
to.
more
I
than
agree.
a step. It's
Okay.
a backflip somersault.
Let's take turns.
They're going
Let's
back.
take turns.
baby.
Okay. I have a comment on this. Y'all watched the game last night, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. That showed to me they have paper thin depth in that secondary and on the D
They do.
line.
They do.
And
They lost 2 coordinators. That's going to hurt.
Well,
2 coordinators. Your center.
that's not what I'm worried about. Terry and Arnold and Kirby Joseph are hurt. I don't know how serious it is, but you have those hurt, and then DJ Reed's your cornerback. I love DJ Reed, K-State legend for life, but I still, if you get behind them, and we saw what happened yesterday in that depth, it just is scary. And they're already mounting injuries on the defensive line. It's not even September yet.
No, and
but
I
that's
just
my
wonder-
biggest concern with the Lions. The offense is set. Though if Jared Goff gets hurt, the Lions have to pray for mercy because, oh my word.
I don't know.
Also-
They have Hendon Hooker as the backup, and he can throw that ball damn near
does.
out of the stadium.
Yesterday
just
they
worry
did.
when you-
That didn't
Ball from
show.
life. I love you, Hendon. I
But
miss
we've
you.
seen this in the NFL. When even if you have talent, it's hard to get back in the playoffs. And when you've coming off of 2 really tough playoff losses like they did in the conference championship, and last year the expectations as the 1 seed, those are 2 big playoff letdowns. It wasn't like a Super Bowl hangover, but that stuff does tend to affect. I wonder if Campbell's going to continue to be able to get this team to go like this. I'm going to be shocked if they win 15 games. I think they're going to be down at like 11 or 12.
I want to see him be a Todd Bowles and pick his coordinators good consistently before I can trust that.
Well, I mean, yeah, he had Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. They both got head coaching jobs for a reason. So,
Well, yeah, exactly. But I want him to see it do it again and again, like Todd Bowles has.
it's difficult. LaFleur's struggle with this. A lot of head coaches struggle with picking their coordinators. It's difficult. Like it's such an important thing for whether you have a young coach, just the whole team. You got to have the right guys. Like the Packers finally got a DC last year. It made a difference. We wouldn't even made the playoffs if our defense hadn't been solid. Our offense was a mess outside of Josh Jacobs. So, but you know what? I'm going to get off the Packers. Who wants to go next? We got a lot of teams here. We got the Panthers, Titans. John, who is your team?
Chiefs.
Oh, well.
Okay.
How's your offensive line looking, buddy? How's your offensive line looking, buddy?
Oh boy, I'm
All right, hey, let's get this over with. Kill me.
Let's do it. Go.
Killing me softly.
Are the
with your
Chiefs
side.
winning another Super Bowl? Let's just raise the bar high.
No.
They
I
can,
don't think
yeah.
so either.
No.
John, I want to hear your argument. Why can they?
Okay, hear me out. We have the deepest wide receiver core since 2019. 2019 was our best receiver core in the Mahomes era. We had Sammy Watkins, Mecole Hardman, Tyreek Hill. Now we have Juju, we have Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, Jaden Royals, and Niho Remigio. And that is our deepest receiving core we've had since 2019, which was our first Super Bowl under Mahomes. Not only that, Simmons looks like an absolute stud at left tackle, which was our weakest position on the offensive line. bar none. Creed Humphrey hasn't allowed a sack in 2 years. Trey Smith just got paid, and he's a brick in the middle of that O-line. And when you have not only that, you have a rotation of Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, who's now fully healthy, and I think he will get back to that running back one style that he had when he first came into the league. And then you have Elijah Moore coming in as the pass catcher, who is a much younger version of the Samaje Perines, Jerick McKinnons that we've had in the past. Then you go on defense. Our defense still has Nick Bolton, one of the most instinctive, smart linebackers in the league. We have Trent McDuffie, who is one of the best corners in the league. Not only that, you have Chris Jones, who's the next Aaron Donald. I don't think we can disagree on that. And then you have George Karlaftis and Leo Chenal as your pass rushers. Oh, and Charles Omena, who is finally healthy again, too. So I don't see why we can't compete and win the division and make a 12 wins again. 11, 12 wins seems reasonable to me. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to win 15 games, but I don't think you can say that our offense is a bad offense compared to, say, most of the offenses in the league. And we've won with worse offenses with this team. So I don't know.
Fair enough. That's a good take. Med, I gotta get your thoughts on this. What you thinking?
With the Chiefs?
Yes.
Okay, so John, I understand what you're saying and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all win 11 to 12 games, it's not going to be because of the offense. It's going to be because you got Patrick Mahomes. And when I look at Kansas City now, I think of them as more of a defensive team. When you look at the receiver core that you have, you don't know if Rasheed Rice is going to get suspended or not over what happened last year.
2-3 games.
Worthy is a great addition. You also do y'all still have Sky Moore? I mean,
no.
I mean,
we have Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jaden Royals, Nihil Romejo, and there's another one. I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head right now.
He's got a hot take for you right there. They're not even making a conference championship. I just think because of NFL history, nobody's done it since the Bills, so I just think the odds are against you guys. Broncos.
I think also at the same time, you look at the other teams that are in that division and they got better.
They did.
Where it looks like the Chiefs are starting to regress. It is the way that salary cap is.
Very familiar. I've heard that take like 7 years in a row now. So 7 years in a row. And it's always the division's getting better. The Chargers are the division champions once again. And then they fail again because they are the Chargers. So
yeah, but they have John Harbaugh as coach. They finally got a coach. That helps a little bit.
They said that last year. What happened?
They made the playoffs. So did Broncos with a rookie QB.
Yeah, with a bottom 10 quarterback.
Wait,
here's the deal, though. You guys, as good as you guys are, you got to get a running game, and you lost some pieces on defense.
Kareem Hunt scored 10 touchdowns last year,
and he averaged like 3.5 yards a carry. You got to get a running game.
Hey, and the booster we've needed for a while.
Don't get me wrong, you're going to be good.
And Isaiah Pacheco is fully healthy for the first time in over a year. And if we have a fully healthy Isaiah Pacheco, last year I think he really took a step back because he was rushed back from the week 2 injury he suffered. So I think he never really fully got to recover. Now that he has, and your Rasheed Rice point, I think he's going to get suspended 2-3 games at most. I think he'll be back for Baltimore. He can serve the jail sentence anytime. So I think he'll serve that next offseason probably. It's only 30 days. So, yeah.
Okay, so with the Isaiah Pacheco thing, the only thing I could really say with him is I do love Pacheco. I think he's a great running back and everything, but he reminds me a lot of Marion Barber and the fact that he is a kind of a smaller running back that it's kind of like a Chihuahua that thinks he's a Rottweiler, and he just runs headlong into 300-pound guys like Barber. He is that big dog. Yeah. And, as great as he is, your body's only going to take so much, and that's why when I look at Pacheco, I see Marion Barber, who was amazing in Dallas for 4 years. Do you think that his body will be able to actually withstand that much abuse?
But see, that's the thing. There's a trend here in the NFL lately. I don't know if y'all are noticing it. A lot of the good teams have running back tandems. Let's look at Baltimore, for example. They don't just have Derrick Henry; they have Justice Hill. The Colts are going with DJ Giddens and Jonathan Taylor. There's quite a few running Broncos, for example, have J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey. Chargers have Omarion Hampton and Najee Harris. Those are just a few. Oh, and then you got New England, Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson.
I like all your tandems except for I wouldn't call the Ravens a tandem with Justice Hill, but I agree with the
he's a pass catching running back. They have him in for pass catching.
The Lions are the one I think of with Montgomery and Gibbs more than
well, yes, because that's the more popular one. But if you think about it, all of these guys, they have change of pace running backs.
Sure.
And that is because the Chiefs have kind of done that in the last few years with Jerick McKinnon and Isaiah Pacheco, and before him it was Damian Williams and Darren Williams, and then before that was Spencer Ware and Sharkandrick West. I miss Sharkandrick West. But anyways, Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, and Elijah Moore is your triplet of running backs. You don't need any one of them to carry for 1,000 yards.
It's more your own line. You guys have invested. I heard this on a podcast earlier. You've invested, I think, your bottom 5 in the NFL and money spent on your own line, and it's starting to show. And you let go of Thuney, which was concerning.
I would say he's past his prime. He's 33 years old.
So is Travis Kelce, but you guys are keeping him around.
Well, yes, but he doesn't need to make 1,000 yards anymore. He needs what?
Yes, he does, because he needs it.
No, we don't need him.
That's why he fell apart. He was getting visibly frustrated in the Super Bowl because he wasn't getting the targets.
We don't need him to get the targets.
You do need him though, because your wide receiver core would have been great in 2020, but it's 2025. Like Hollywood Brown is a great name a few years ago, but he's not the light up person anymore. The only person that really scares anybody on the team was Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice, and Rashee Rice is kind of like up in the air. Don't get me wrong, I love Rashee Rice, but he's only going to be able to patch over so much. I do agree that the defense has changed so much, and it's because of your defensive coordinator. Yes. Spagnuolo is like literally a savant when it comes to the defense, it seems like. And he's the reason why guys
talent. We've won with Mecole Hardman being our wide receiver 1 in a Super Bowl.
Which is exactly why Hollywood Brown means nothing. Like, if you can win with anybody, then I don't care about having a 30-year-old Hollywood Brown.
He did cheap stuff.
Exactly,
Sam,
but this is my point.
Sam, I gotta get your thoughts in a second.
But this is my point.
Hey, I'm enjoying the show, man.
You enjoying the show? This is. I wish I had some popcorn. I just want to get.
Yeah,
some popcorn.
I know. Me too.
And
I'm criticizing you fully knowing well that your team's most likely going to win 11 games. And I believe in Patrick Mahomes. I believe in all of those things. I just don't believe in
It was weird. The whole team felt that way.
In the continued Chiefs dominance.
I think more it's because everyone keeps saying this every year, and it's the same stuff because everyone's just tired of it, and that's okay. But at the same time,
I mean, I think it's because you got dog walked in the Super Bowl. Like you guys took a slight step back last year. You guys took a step back.
You didn't win the Super Bowl this year.
We took a step back 2 years ago and won the entire dang thing.
Yeah, there's a team that's clearly better now, and there's other teams that have improved.
Yeah,
you guys, I think it's going to be a retooling. You saw this with Tom Brady and his tenure. They had to retool the team around him. I think Kelsey's starting to age out. I don't know. I don't think he's enough of a difference maker anymore. They're going to have to retool the offense, and I think
he doesn't need to be. And then we have Noah Gray and Jared Wiley backing him up.
Actually, I would disagree. I think Kelsey was the only reason you guys won the 2 Super Bowls because you let go of Rashee Rice, but Kelsey was the only guy that was able to get open consistently on Fred Warner. That move he made, he couldn't do it last year. 2 years ago, he could. That's the difference in the NFL. It's that half step that you lose, and then it's the difference in the Super Bowl. Like the Packers, frankly, they haven't replaced Devontae Adams yet. I'm hoping Matthew Golden's it, but they haven't replaced him, and it's shown. Travis Kelce has taken a step back. They have not been able to replace Tyreek Hill. They were able to get by because Kelce was still elite. I would argue he's not any longer.
I would also argue that Mahomes needs to be the field general, and that's what he's done the last couple of years and why he's actually been quite underrated and how good he's been.
I think there's a chance you guys make a trade for Tyreek Hill again.
Oh, that'd be sick. Or if you get Scary
that.
Terry, that would be freaking perfect for you guys.
Yeah,
Scary Terry would be exactly what you need. If this
There's
Chiefs
rumors we're getting Parsons. There's rumors we're going after.
oh hell,
Parsons.
that would be gold too. Your defense,
If that's the case, you're
Spagnola's
giving
been
up Chris Jones for
but-
sure.
okay. I want Sam. Did you have any Chiefs thoughts? I want to hit our other teams before because I know you got a show in
Oh no, you're fine.
10 minutes. When's your
Hey,
show?
look, it's my show.
Oh, no,
I'll
40
start
minutes.
whenever
40
I
minutes.
can. Well, please, okay.
The wife's not here, so I'm trying to be better with this.
I'm going. I
Show
go
me
in
in an hour.
It's fine. It's fine. I got it. It's a late night edition.
Okay.
But
My
don't
show
worry.
this season's only going to be an hour. I'm capping it, but tonight I'll go a little longer with you guys.
Good, yeah. My Kansas City thoughts are this and this only. I love the discussion here because I think it's pretty compelling. But I cannot believe the Chiefs are going to lose their own division until I see them lose their own division. That's what.
Thank you. Thank
Agreed.
you.
You know, Homer
That-
takes aside. They are dangerous.
No, I agree. They're definitely dangerous, and the Broncos and Chargers are coming, but it's still the Chiefs' division to lose.
Yeah, it's still
Up there.
theirs to lose.
No, the Raiders,
Until
the
they-
Raiders ain't winning it. We know the Raiders ain't winning it.
they're going to start
No.
running the football under Pete Carroll.
They might be. The thing is, they could be an intriguing team with Genty and Gino gets Pete Carroll gets the best out of mine. Med's favorite QB, Gino
Shut up,
Smith.
man. Shut up.
I mean, that is
All right.
Pete Carroll's.
God.
To keep Med awake,
la,
because
la,
Med has worked like 60 hours this week. So to keep Med awake, we're gonna roll into the Bears now. Meg, you go first. We gotta move on.
Front porch again. Go get your pappy.
Med, what's your thought? Here's my okay. Do the Bears win 9 games or less? 9?
I
Do
actually
they
agree
not?
with that. I
do they
think they're
win?
gonna. I think I could see them going 8, maybe 9, but it's mostly because we're still in the filling out process. I really have to see what Ben Johnson can actually do. He did go out in this past draft and get a lot of good weapons with Luther Burden III, Colston Loveland, and a few other players. One player that I'm really excited for is actually on defense with Shamar Stewart. Dude has a nonstop motor, and I'm really excited about the fact that our defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen, not a great head coach. I mean, he had 2 stops, and they weren't very
Excellent coordinator.
great, but the Saints defense was in the top 10 pretty much the whole time that he was down there in New Orleans. So
This is true. They were good on one
if-
side of the ball, at least.
if anything, I think that, we are the most hyped 5-12 team that there has ever been in the NFL. But it's going to be one of those deals that, I think that, unless Ben Johnson calls a lot of pass plays with the right tackle like he did in Detroit a couple times, I think that we could find out what's going on. And then also he plugged a lot of holes. Ryan Poles has been doing a great job as GM. We got some good veteran receivers with Devaney and I can't pronounce the guy's name, Alondis Zacharias.
Bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I reached in there and
From
pulled that
Virginia.
one.
Yep.
That's beautiful. It sounded good. I
My
like it.
dad actually had a Bears debate on the phone like 3 hours ago. I'm really excited to talk about the Bears. Actually, I'm leaving my bias out of it. But I like your stuff, man.
Oh,
No, you're good, but I mean, I know that Jonah Jackson is already hurt. Shocker. So we'll see what
Is
we
happens.
can't
Tyreek
have
Stevenson going to
nice
take the
things,
step up?
Say that again.
Is Tyreek Stevenson going to make the next step? Is my question.
I think he can. I really liked how he actually, when he came in his rookie year, he did actually really well. He took a little bit of a step back last year, but also at the same
Right.
time, they just had him in the wrong position. I think that when they move him over into the slot, that he's going to actually be able to thrive there. So once that happens, I think we'll be fine. I mean, really and truthfully, the biggest question mark I see on defense is really what are we going to get from Tremaine Edmonds? He got paid Roquan Smith money and has been producing half as much. So that's honestly the biggest question I have, because whenever you think of Chicago, you think, well, hopefully soon it won't be running game and defense, but you always thought about the middle linebackers.
Why not?
We've always had them.
Why not though?
I
Running the
hear it's
ball,
coming back. you know.
defense is awesome.
Okay,
I love defense.
I'm gonna give my quick take, and I want everybody to get a chance on the Bears. I want to see if Caleb Williams can diagnose the field, because I saw in
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
That's perfect.
weapons around him last year.
Oh, Jesus, God.
There we go.
They all said they missed you, Isaac.
I really miss
You know what's fun is I really appreciate almost 400 people tuning into the first show of the season. This is pretty cool, guys.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
That's freaking awesome. This is actually more than the Pack-A-Day, which is crazy, but that was on a Wednesday night. So, okay, here's the deal. Caleb's got everything he needs. I think they should have gone with a running back in this draft. There was running backs to take. I think that was the one miss by polls. He did, I think, the right things on the offensive line. It's got to pan out now. It better. The two big question marks is Ben Johnson and a head coach in the NFL. Three, really. Can Caleb process the game? That's something that you can't teach. Tom Brady had it. Peyton Manning had it. Aaron Rodgers at his best had it. Drew Brees was excellent at this. This is something that Patrick Mahomes is great at. Josh Allen's gotten much better at. He wasn't early in his career. He was not. He's gotten much better as a passer. Even Jackson's gotten better at this. Can he be that guy that can diagnose the field and make the correct decisions? Because I didn't see it consistently last year, but he also has to let go of the ball. So that's it. And then your defense did take a step back. I need to see it be at least middle of the pack if you're going to be a playoff team. So those are my three big question marks. We're going to find out. I think you guys are going to be pretty solid. I'm expecting to split with y'all again. I think you're going to overtake Minnesota and be second or third in the division, honestly. If the Packers don't watch out, you guys could be second.
Caleb Williams throws 30-plus touchdowns and contends for the MVP.
Holy. I mean, he's got the weapons. They drafted Colston Loveland and Luther
Nick is starting
Burden.
to become my favorite person.
Think you're flagging to that hill. Beautiful.
I think Colston Loveland and Caleb Williams is going to be the pairing of the year, akin to what McBride did last year, where people are like, oh my God, what is this? I think that's what's going to happen with Colston Loveland. I think that the transition with Warren and Indy is going to be good. 700 yards. I think there's a chance that Colston Loveland's over 1,000 yards as a receiver as a rookie. I could see him easily being one of the major red zone targets. And I absolutely have the Bears winning more playoff games.
Don't run the 36 seconds out. Hey, Nick, I hope you're wrong, because that probably means my Packers aren't going anywhere. But I want to see it coalesce. I think that it's going to take time. I think they're going to push 8-9 wins, but we're going to find out. Good take, Nick. We're going to find out if Caleb's got it, because I'm concerned he doesn't. So we'll find out. Sam, what's your thoughts on the Bears?
I like Ben Johnson, though. There's some rumblings coming out from some players there. They're not really wild about Ben Johnson, but that's what new coaches do. They come in and try to weed out the weak and who's going to be for the team or not. But my biggest question mark is, like everybody else, is Caleb Williams. I'm not super wild about him. He needs to prove me wrong, because I already am kind of sitting there with Caleb Williams, and maybe he got his sophomore slump early, and he'll emerge out of his flower that he likes to wear behind his ear and blossom into a quarterback. But my biggest thing is, if you don't have that quarterback, nothing's going to happen. So he's got to do it. He has to. So it's all on Caleb as far as I'm concerned. If he's on, we're talking about a team that could, like you said, climb into second place, maybe even first. If he's not on, you're going to be back in the basement again. That's somewhere that team does not need to be. Too much talent. Too much talent.
Yeah, we need background. We need a background image. I didn't get to upload all that stuff yet. I worked.
My old friend.
Well, I did my first movie show. And I hopped on somebody else's 2 shows yesterday. So, John, do you have any Bears thoughts? Other than that, you're muted, by the way. You're muted, John.
You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted. God.
Oh, well, thanks
It's like
a
a
lot.
Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Overtake.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right for this group. Anyways,
Oh.
the Bears running.
Wah, wah, wah.
Ouch, man. I thought we were friends. It's because we came at your. I know what it is. It's because we came after your Chiefs pride.
Hey guys, look, it's me talking behind Pitch's back to Isaac in a text message. It's happening. It's happening right now.
We love you, Pitch. No, Pitch is awesome. He's one of my favorite people.
He's got a great beard.
I can forgive him for
look
his
at these
Chiefs
marvelous beards in this thing. Man.
Yeah, I look really good.
I'm actually impressed with them.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's some nice peach fuzz right there.
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get
I'm
one of
ready
those
for a
fake
bird
beards
to
for
emerge
y'all.
from there and fly
And
off.
we'll have beautiful bearded bastards on, and I'll get a fake beard and sit here and do this.
I'll just go find an Amish
Get a
costume.
fake Fu Manchu. You know, just like
Hey, what's up, Tim?
howdy.
He looks like he's never had facial hair in his life.
I've never had facial hair in my life.
And I actually agree with this. Just real quick, I mean, the dude got sacked 68 times, and he still passed for over 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Am I crazy about the fact that he holds on to the ball? Hell no.
He's the best Bears QB you've had in what, 75 years?
God,
I mean, I would say
I
since
mean,
1980, the last time we had a true Pro Bowl quarterback was 1985 with Jim McMahon. I mean,
Ever.
I know Mitch Trubisky got a Pro Bowl, but I think that was just kind of handed.
No love for sexy.
Could have gotten the home.
The one thing that concerned me, Med, you watched more Bears than I did, and I know we both have Sunday tickets, so I'm going to watch more this year. Here's my question for you, Med. Were you concerned with the off-target passes, and do you expect that to happen again? Because that's the thing I saw when I watched them.
He was running for his life.
That's true.
I mean, sacked more than Bryce Young was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's impressive to get sacked more than Bryce Young.
When that Houston game came up, I legit thought they were going to kill him because he got hit. He got sacked 10 times in just that one game. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, if we get BBB on here, I'm going to go get me an Amish costume and just wear the beard.
We're absolutely he's going to come on. I've got a movie show, so I mean, he'll love that. I'm going to do a Star Wars one in the future. We did Crimson Tide. I picked a classic. I'm going to try to pick some newer ones, but
how many
I
times
picked a
did
classic.
you have to rewind it because you fell asleep?
I actually love that movie, but
I'm going to see Superman tomorrow. Actually,
it was good. It was amazing. Really good. Oh, you're going to get me a Gandalf special. I like this. Hey, Foster.
I like how the disrespect to Jay Cutler.
Yes.
No, there's trust me,
this is Jay Cutler in the NFC Championship game.
When we signed, the only people that were happy were the Packer fans. All right.
I love Jay Cutler. He's my favorite Bears quarterback. I love Jay Cutler.
As one who lives in Vandy territory, they love Jay Cutler around these parts. So
we gotta hit the Panthers and Titans, guys. So who wants it first? We gotta do it.
Me.
I'll gladly go first. I don't care.
Panthers. I'm actually kind of excited about your team. I've got a weird question before we really get into it.
I'm just watching the room empty as people leave.
No, we're going up in numbers. It's almost 450.
Just wait here.
Are you?
Okay.
Do you think Jonathan Brooks is ever going to get healthy? Legit, I gotta ask.
Well, I mean, even if he comes back from injury next year, he'll still only be 22.
Yeah.
So I mean, most likely, but at this point, he's hoping to become Rico Dowdle, who is being treated poorly anyway. So do I believe in him long term? Probably not.
Okay.
Just to be honest with you, like 2 ACL tears from a running back. I'm sorry.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I want to spend $12 on that just to wear it to show Med every time.
Hey, it's Vanderbilt jersey.
Send me a DM. I want to know where you got it for $12.
I bet you it says Jay Cutlet.
Okay.
He must have been shopping on Goodwill auctions.
Timu jersey.
I miss this so much.
Or
Nick, what's your record prediction for the Panthers?
Ceiling, to be honest, probably 7 wins. I'd like to see 8, but I don't really see that happening. I think the division is going to shake out. To be honest, I haven't really done an official one, but I think I'm probably leaning Falcons winning the division over the Bucks, just because I think the Bucks are going to go through a little bit of flux with Emeka Egbuka being so good that I think it's going to challenge Evans and Godwin, and I think that's going to cause a little bit of a riff. I also think that the new guy coming in for the OC for the Bucks is not going to be as good as Liam Cohen, who was able to make Bucky Irving so explosive. So I do think he kind of returns to the medium as well. I think Atlanta really has a lot of opportunity. But when it comes to my Panthers, we're really fighting for third place. We just need to be better than Tyler Shuck. And I think that's a pretty low bar, to be honest with you. It's like being better than the Titans. You just got to remember about them.
That's the basement of the NFL. Wait. I'm sorry. The Browns are the basement.
I think the Browns have a chance
Our
to do
Titans are
well.
climbing out of that basement. They're like,
All right,
we don't want to be in the
Let's move it along
anymore.
here, people. Okay. All right.
But no, Carolina is most likely going to jettison Bryce Young, or at least let him finish out the 5th year of his contract. I don't think that the scheme is one that is going to put him in position to put up numbers that are going to justify a large salary. I think that they're treating him like many people think that the 49ers treat Brock Purdy, as in they're going to take the ball out of his hands. They're going to run the ball a lot, and they're going to intensely go after the run defense in an attempt to force teams to throw on them, which makes no sense because we have no number one free safety. And after you get past JC Horn, it's a bunch of guys. That's it. Just guys.
I mean,
so
at least you got the worst team in one of the worst teams in the NFL in
Nick
the division.
Scott's a good safety.
The Saints are going to
Scott's
suck.
a good safety.
Nick Scott's a good safety in Madden. In real life, he is dog water compared to the ones that are out there. I would love for us to go out there and just pay Jordan Poyer like $4 million and let him come over here and help out Carolina. But Nick Scott is fine. Nick Scott is fine.
Oh, God,
if we want to win 5 games, Nick Scott should be the safety for all the teams out there wanting to win 5 games. But if you want to win more than 5 games,
he was a safety on the Rams when they won the Super Bowl.
Okay, we don't have Aaron Donald. I also don't have Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, or half. Comparing those two teams, Nick Scott was not the reason why they won the Super Bowl.
No, but he's part. I'm just saying he's decent. I kind of like.
He's decent. That's what I said. He can help us win 5 games, but he's not going to help us win 8 games. We need a true free safety in that position. And Turk Wharton, yes, all defensive linemen. That's great. We're going to be so good against the rush, but after the rush, we are screwed because we have no true middle linebacker. Josie Toole just retired. I mean, the team. To be honest. This is Dan Morgan's first chance to win me back as a Panthers fan, but it's not working so far. I love Teteroa McMillan. I love the guys that we got in the draft.
Hey,
that 2024 draft was dog water.
Hey, I got to ask you, do you think Tet is going to be a true number 1? Because I actually like Jade Higgins better.
I think that given where Carolina is, yes, because it's either going to flesh out one of 2 ways. He's either going to be something or Carolina's going to win 2 games this year. So
they better win more than 2 games, man.
The reason why I say that is because last year we bet on Xavier Legette, who if we had just sat and picked, we could have gotten Ladd McConkey, who would have clearly been a better receiver. It could also be scheme contributing to that as well, of course. But I don't think that there's any game wrecker out there. Yes, I love Lathan Ransom as well. I love the undrafted free agents we brought in. We brought in a kid from Minnesota and a kid from Nebraska. 2 of them were both 4-year academic All-Americans at safety. That is something. You played 4 years at that college. You were incredibly smart. You have an advanced degree. Those are the guys that I want in the organization. I love Lathan Ransom from Ohio State. But again, I just feel like we invested in the dumbest places possible.
I'll be right back. If you guys start in the Titans, wait for me.
But those are your positions of need.
Our positions of need should have been thought about last year, because last year we overcommitted on a wide receiver in Xavier Legette when we had Jackson Powers Johnson waiting there at the center position, which is a position we are now being like, why do we not have anybody there? We're hoping Austin Corbett or Cade Mays is going to be able to do that. We also have 2 guards that are both about to turn 28, that are both about to make $20+ million a year against the cap. We are not building for when Bryce Young is actually going to be good enough to win playoff games. We built to win in the next year or 2, which makes no sense. They're trying to win on the Bryce Young contract, and unless he all of a sudden turns into 35 touchdowns, that's not going to work. There's nobody out there.
The second half of last season was a fluke. I'm just clarifying.
For which one? I'm sorry.
The second half of last season, that was a fluke,
right?
The
second half of last season, he threw 10 passing touchdowns and had 5 rushing touchdowns. If I was to that's Josh Rosen level of production.
Right. Where
Like,
we at?
I'm sorry, 10 touchdowns, 15 touchdowns over 10 games
Thanks for
is
watching,
not
dude.
good enough. Period. If I was to go take him and drop him in the 49ers, I bet Bryce Young could do real well. But he's certainly not doing shit in Carolina.
Nick, are we still in the Panthers?
We are.
Okay.
Well,
I-
to Sam also walked away too, so we can quite
okay.
Dr.
There you go. Good choice.
No, good take, Nick. I like
But
it.
no, I just think that they built this team all wrong. If we were to go back to last year and they were to really make the best decisions possible, why would you pay a 26-year-old offensive lineman that couldn't make it work in Miami? No offense, offensive linemen don't go on the market often. So why is this one going on the market? And why is he accepting a place to come to Carolina? No offense, because that's something they have to take into account. If we would have just sat and made the ugly pick last year and went Jackson Powers Johnson, then Peyton Wilson, then Max Frazier, those three players were all some of the best at their positions as rookies. Jackson Powers Johnson allowed 1 sack in college at Oregon. Like, he allowed 1 sack in the NFL as a rookie. But instead, we went with Xavier Legette, the flash in the pan wide receiver.
But that's
who
your
is
problem
there.
with having David Tepper as an owner.
Yeah, David Tepper's terrible, but that's why we have our GM. That's why we're going to continually be in the cycle. And that's why I feel like McMillan, if he is really good, great. He's going to be DJ Moore. He's going to be with the Carolina Panthers for the next 6 to 8 years. And then eventually we're going to jettison him for something else.
I love it. Okay, I like it. It's
Like,
Bryce
I
is
think
small.
right.
Yeah, why is he not getting the criticism of Kyler Murray?
Yeah, they're the same size, but he's thinner than Kyler Murray. And I think that, to be honest, I don't understand the Panthers fans that think that we won the trade. It blows my mind. The people and the freaking delusion that people have.
Who thought you won that trade? It was
go on Panthers Find any of them.
That's like
the
that's like the Mavs fans. I got to tell you, that's like the Mavs fans that think they won the trade when they gave up Luka. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Just shut up.
Like,
I don't even want to hear it. Still. Well, the NBA rigged it and they backed into the number 1 pick. That wasn't even part of that trade. They got lucky. The NBA rigged it to give them Cooper Flag, so they had somebody. Giving up Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis is just
Cooper Flag will have a better career than Luka Doncic, but that's a completely separate thing.
Yeah, but they got lucky. But no, if a Panthers fan or an NFL fan, I want you to come on this show and I want to know why you think you won that trade. I want to hear your argument, and I promise I will do my best to keep a straight face. I'll do my best.
Dude, they're still talking about him getting like a $40+ million contract. They're like, he's going to break the bank. I'm like, bro, they're scared about paying Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones had a better rookie season than Bryce Young had in 2 seasons together.
I will say this. I think there's a chance Bryce Young becomes an adequate NFL QB, but it's going to take. The problem is like when you mess a guy up early on, it's hard to like revert back. And the team building around him has been so poor. Like, I don't even pull it at all on Bryce Young, actually. Like, I think he's undersized, but it's just like Caleb.
I'll
they didn't put the right O-line around him.
I'll get pushback there. If it's not on Bryce Young, then why do we blame other quarterbacks when they fail? This is Bryce Young's fault. Bryce Young is the one that went out there and sucked. Bryce Young is the one that went out there and had 2 separate seasons where he was sacked 60+ times in each season.
Okay, if there's blame pie, he definitely takes most of the blame pie, but not all of it.
Do you know how many walk-in sacks he walked into? I think they track that now.
Yeah, he's not at the NFL level because he can't see over the line.
Okay.
I'm firmly in the camp, and I have been like this since the draft happened. We should have picked C.J. Stroud. One, he was better for the head coach at the time. But even regardless, why are you taking somebody small? The small quarterbacks have to be lights out better than everybody else. Russell Wilson is a freak athlete. Drew Brees could just put every ball exactly where he wanted it. Bryce Young was super accurate in college, but he was super accurate at college, not running for his life, like you said, and of course throwing to a track meet guys. That's not what Carolina is. That's not what Carolina is ever going to have. So the idea that he's all of a sudden going to take this SEC Alabama level play and then just walk into Carolina like Cam Newton did and win games, he doesn't have the ability to do that. Cam ran dudes over. Bryce Young had one. There's one single place where he like kind of beat somebody in a thing, and Panthers Twitter erupted like he had just run over LT. Like the delusion in the fan base blows my mind, and people get mad at me all the time for it, and I don't care. I will continue to say it regardless of how many people get mad at me for it. I'm allowed to be critical of my team and still be a fan.
Amen, Nick.
Like, yes, if
Freaking
they
man.
make bad decisions, they can continue to make bad decisions, and I'll still keep watching them for free. I don't pay anything if I watch
There
it
you
from
go.
my house, unless I'm going to a game. That's when I'm giving Carolina my money. So that's the only time where I'm funding the Tepper thing. So I just Carolina has so much opportunity,
John,
just
I
not
love
with
your
Bryce Young. Maybe with Dak Prescott, but not Bryce Young.
Okay, I want to give him a chance because he does have a show in 15 minutes.
No,
Sam,
what?
I liked your take, Nick. No, that was great. It's just
I actually love Nick's take.
I thought it was really educated. I just want to give you I want to give you some time on your Titans, even though you don't want to.
Can I start on his Titans?
Huh?
Oh,
Can I start on his Titans?
Yeah, sure. Go for it, bro.
Okay. The Tennessee
What's the
Titans.
expectation? What's the expectation?
6.
First of all,
Get 6.
the expectation I
magic
think is 7 wins.
I think that's fair. In that
The
division.
reason why is because I think Cam Ward is either him or he's not.
Yeah.
If he's not, you have the number 1 pick next year. Good luck with Garrett Nussmeier, whoever the hell you decide to pick. Drew Aller, it doesn't matter who it is.
Hopefully
You're going to
give
pick
him more
another
than a
quarterback.
year. Hopefully you give Cam Ward more than 1 year.
If you have the number 1 pick again, Cam Ward is no longer the quarterback.
Yes, I think that's true.
So that was
And
a
if
waste
not-
of a number 1 pick.
And if not, then you're giving him Jeremiah Smith in hopes that this crazy wide receiver out of Ohio State makes and mends everything.
Hey,
And I
you
don't
know
think
what,
that's
though?
going to be the case.
Isaac.
Whatever you have to do to not start Will Levis is a success. You
Well,
can start
I don't
me
have
at
to worry about
quarterback.
it. I don't have to worry about it this year.
Whenever
He's
you're
gone.
not starting, as long as you're not starting Will Levis, because that
Okay.
dude, I think I would rather start Daniel Jones.
Mhm.
Med, this
Yes.
is a fun game. Is there a
Me too.
QB you'd rather start than Will Levis? Like, sorry, you'd rather start Will Levis than that guy?
It would be a cold day in hell for me to start Will Levis.
Exactly.
It was-
Like, to be perfectly
I
honest
mean-
with you, I am a season ticket member.
I'd rather
I
have
watched-
Tim Tebow.
I mean,
so-
our first victory last year was against the Titans, and it wasn't because of Caleb. It was because Will Levis
Will-
threw 2 touchdown passes to
So-
the Bears.
So here
He's
we
good
go.
at that.
So, Isaac, what did I say on your podcast right before the draft? What did I say?
You said so many glowing things about Cam Ward.
No. I said much like my good friend Nick here. We're best friends now. Actually, so he doesn't know it yet, but it's happened. But I have a right to also be critical. Last time I got excited over a quarterback was Marcus Mariota, and he was not him. He was not him.
I disagree. Wrong place.
No, he's trash, dude. He's trash. I'm sorry. That guy does not think he has to adapt to the game. He thinks he can just play his game. He's not the guy. He's never going to be the guy. He was never going to be the guy. But that's a discussion for a different time. The number here, 7, it sounds nice, but I think it's 6. I do think it's a little unfair to Callahan because he basically got gifted a crap, like a giant sewage pot, and was asked to do something with it. And the GM at the time, Rand Carthon, I thank God I get to say at the time, was saying, look, this guy can start. He can win football games. And started to come out about 4 games into the season. Callahan was like, I don't like this guy. Like, he stinks. And the fact that what hurts most, more than anything, fellas, was that we lost 4 games because of Will Levis. That's what hurts you the most, more than anything. You could. That means that puts us at 7. We could have had 7 wins. So it's a mess. But right now they finally have decided to embrace the rebuild. Isaac, I sent you the video of our GM and the head of football operations
That was
who
fun.
have
I like
done a
the
very
testaments.
yeah
They're
they've done a good job with the expectations and everything like that, right?
Mhm.
You know, they're not out there saying, oh, we're taking everybody on. They have said, hey, we drafted very well, and I do believe they drafted very well. I thought they had a pretty good draft. But he goes, we have a lot of work to do. And that should tell
I
you
think that's a
everything.
fair expectation, actually. You guys
I
do.
think that is fair. And boy, if they get 7, I will be the most overjoyed person here. And I will gladly get on the mic and say I was wrong about Cam Ward. But as of right now, I'm sticking with my take. We should have traded out of that pick. That's what I wanted to do.
I just wonder if the trade wasn't there that actually made sense, because like the Bears got a haul, like Nick admits it.
Oh no,
the Bears got.
The Giants.
I don't think you were gonna get that big of a haul, so maybe it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, but you would have gotten a generational pass rusher. Like
yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I mean
Like
Abdul
he said.
Carter's. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like Abdul Carter even looks like a Titan, honestly. Like that like gives me shades of Javon Curse, but even better.
Yeah. Well, like so. If you remember before the weeks there were articles coming out, I was sharing them on Twitter. I'm like, look who joined Team Trade Out before the draft started. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Bring it on. And then I was up in Green Bay for the draft. And I watched it happen. So what's done is done. I hope the kid proves me wrong every single Sunday or whatnot. But you got to get 6 wins here. This team is now 60-something% rookie. And like it had to be done. I fully agree that they had to do it. But it's going to be a rough year. However, you might get some glimmers of sunlight in there. If that glimmers of sunlight is more than 5 wins, a 6 or 7 win, oh my God, if you get to 8, I would be perfectly happy with that and ready to move on. So
yeah, I think, to be honest, your Titans are in a really interesting spot, and I think your issue is going to be your defense. Period.
Yep. Period.
It's going to be able to put up points. I think Cam Ward's going to be good enough. If not, it's going to be a scenario where, like the Colts went through with AR, where maybe a little bit of an adjustment period before maybe he's able to finally get it going. I do think Cam Ward is better than AR, to be fair.
I hope so.
I do too.
I don't have the biggest hopes for Cam Ward because, to be honest, I was critical of him before the draft.
Me too.
I don't love the weapons for the Titans because I just don't love Calvin Ridley at the age of 30. I feel like at this point you just shop him and then just go with Cam Ward, your young guys, Alec Aomanor, and all those guys, and really roll those guys out to build the Titans of the future rather than being like, hey, Calvin Ridley, can you just make my rookie look just a little bit better? If you just wanted to look a little bit better, then you could have gotten anybody. And I really feel like Calvin isn't going to be the biggest game changer there.
I can tell you about the Calvin. I know the answer to that. It's because we can get out of his contract next year.
Okay, then that makes sense. Then that's fine. Then that's fine. But running back room, I like. Tavondre Sweat, I love. Yeah,
I think Spears is about like I went to 2 training camps, and I think Spears is going to have a fun year. I can see it.
It's funny. The defense was actually really good last year. They just were put in a lot of bad situations, honestly. Yeah. Statistically, they were actually really good. And
Will Levis, but it's the rookie infusion here. Okay, that's what's gonna be a problem. I have no problem thinking the middle of that defensive line is going to be great. I think Jeffrey Simmons and Tavondre Sweat are going to have a great time, but it's everywhere else on the field. Your linebackers and all that stuff.
You got Snead at least. You got to shut down corner. But
yeah, if he doesn't go to jail.
I also question if that's true. I also question if Callahan's the right coach, but I know you're not big on Vrabel, but I think he's
No. I'm huge on Vrabel. We never should have fired him.
Callahan is good. His dad is really where you get the benefit because isn't Callahan's dad like one of the best offensive line coach? Yeah, he's like one of the highest rated offensive line coaches of all time.
I think that's one of the most things. If anybody's ever watched me before, I said the one thing that had to be fixed this year. That everybody had one thing. Everybody said quarterback, and everybody said. I said the one thing that has to be fixed is I have spent 2 years with dog crap offensive line.
Yep.
And Mike Borgonzi joined on, and all of a sudden they started picking up. It's not. They don't even have to be great. You know what I mean? Just somebody that could not give up 8 sacks in a game and everything. And I think they accomplished that on paper. I just have to see it in practice and whatnot. That'd be great.
True story.
To be honest, all the teams that really succeed at the highest level are investing in their offensive line on a regular basis. Yeah. Like, and not just like with BS late picks. I mean, like with really contributing top 3 round picks.
Oh yeah, or you got to get good players though. Mine has been missing a little bit here and there. I'm not sure about Jordan Morgan.
There's the amount of teams like the 49ers literally proved if you're able to control the middle of the field on the defensive side and run a good offense and defensive line, that's it. You don't even need crazy weapons on the outside.
look what Philly's doing. They're winning through their two lines. They were able to get pressure in the Super Bowl without blitzing. Did they even blitz the Super Bowl? No. They lost was Mekhi Becton. They were able to replace him in the draft. That's why I'm not worried about Saquon getting hurt, because he's got the best offensive line in the league. The Lions have been winning with that. I'm hoping the Packers made some picks and spent some draft capital. I'm hoping that they can start to get there, because they're seeing the recipe, especially in the NFC, is have that dominant offensive line. That's how you win.
And also, Philly's killing it as far as their free agent scouting goes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at
They're on
Zach
a tear.
Braun, who was rarely being used in New Orleans, became a defensive player of the year last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And then what did they do in the draft?
And then
They
Jahad
made that
Campbell.
a bigger
Boom.
position. Yeah, with Jahad
Yeah.
Campbell.
Loved it.
I think that's the thing that people are trying to figure out, is like how really to replicate all these things. And Philly showed us. It's draft a bunch of guys from the same school that have played with a ton of time together and do all that just consistently. Nakobe Dean, get guys out of big programs that are used to playing in big games on your roster. Like, I can't wait till one year somebody just goes, you know what? We're drafting all the Ohio State players, or we're drafting this or whatever. Like, oh yeah, Jalen Carter coming into the NFL had already played 2 and 3 years with some of his teammates. That translates into something
I
more.
think Jahad Campbell is going to be really good, honestly.
Hey, you said that first on my
My quick Titans take, I'm hoping Cam Ward.
just to spite me, just so I can get on a mic
hoping that
every
you guys-
single game and say.
I'm hoping that you guys don't have to back out and pick another quarterback first next year. That would be unfortunate.
They didn't do us any favor with the.
I do.
the schedule,
I really
but-
question the receivers like Nick does. Like, Ridley is decent. He's like a number 2.
I think
that's
you're
masquerading
focusing.
as a
I
1.
think people are focusing on too much on the Ridley, and they're focusing too much on.
Well, it's important though. You
who's
gotta have.
blocking.
You gotta have at least. The Packers have not figured this out. You have to have one guy that can consistently beat his man in man coverage.
Sure,
They have Tyler Lockett as well.
Yeah, they got
Washington,
Lockett.
that's why you went out and got McCole Hardman.
They also have Van Jefferson.
Yeah, they look.
so
those are the,
they don't
the
have a number
starting
1. Alec Maynor might be it, but the Packers haven't figured this out. They let go.
Yeah, I'm with you, Scoob. I look. The
Fine,
point
but
is,
not excellent. The Washington
listen.
Washington had Scary Terry. That's one of the
Sure.
reasons Jaden Daniels succeeded. Bo
Sure.
Nix had Cortland Sutton.
okay,
You have
but
to have
they're-
a guy. You have to
Sure,
have a-
but they're not. But look, they're trying to find that guy. They're not.
Oh no, I agree. I agree.
Like, look, they drafted for the first time that I can remember. My freaking team, the team that has, probably 2 running backs on Mount Rushmore, right, of rushing. Look, they went out and they spent draft capital
Mhm.
and free agency and wide receivers. They haven't done that in probably a decade.
True story.
And
For Treylon Burks, but
you
you
know,
know,
don't get me started.
Yeah,
So
we don't have to talk about Treylon Burks.
no, we don't talk about Bruno.
That's another.
We
That's
don't talk
another
about-
winner. That's a
I
winner
mean,
trade.
he was going to be the
Winner
next
trade.
AJ Brown.
No.
Traded AJ Brown for that.
By the
pick.
way, that GM was on the radio this morning, and that he was like, "Yeah, that was a horrible decision." And everybody's like, "Yeah, you think? You haven't? He
I'm
never
fired.
found another job. He's not even a scout or anything in a front office anymore. He ruined his career." That
I've got one final question for you guys, but I want to cut soon because Sam does have a show. What is your biggest? Let's try to keep. I'm going to do really short.
Give
maybe
me first, so I can jump out.
15-second take. And then I've got some news for you guys. But what is your biggest? Let's go 15-30 seconds. What is your
Okay.
biggest question heading into the NFL season, either for your team or just in general? Sam, go ahead.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. I would say my biggest question mark is are the Chiefs just going to continue their line of dominance? Is the AFC going to be this way? That's my biggest question mark. Are they just going to be back up there in the division? Is this all for naught kind of thing, right? Kind of like what Pitch was talking about. You know, we've been saying it, but is it actually going to happen? That's the question.
Good question. I like it. All right, Nick, what's yours?
I'll keep mine Carolina related. Is Bryce Young truly the quarterback? That's the question that needs to be answered this year. If it's not, then does the head coach turn to Andy Dalton again? Does he then try to give Bryce another opportunity next year? I'm not really sure. This year is the decision of whether or not Carolina will be paying a quarterback or whether or not another team will be acquiring Bryce Young to then take him to the promised land.
Can I say something? Like he said, we got to figure out what Bryce Young is, and I felt like every villain in a movie. Right? We're not so different, you and I, Nick.
Exactly.
It's
hey,
the
Packers
new-
fans too. They don't know what they have in love, so we're all trying to figure it out.
I think 4 of us have QB questions. I want to know what Love has, but I also want to know if they got the receivers. That's my biggest question. I want to know if they have a guy that can
I don't miss
actually
those
step up.
days. I don't miss those
No.
days.
Yeah, and it's a very common problem now.
Pitch has a different question. I'm sure it is. Can they roll through and get to the Super Bowl? Pitch, what's yours for the Chiefs?
So, why didn't Daddy love me?
I don't know if his internet's working. I don't think so. Med, what's your question?
Is it for the Bears or just any
Burrow
team in
and
general?
Any
Three of the
team or the
modern-
Bears?
Oh, hold on, John.
I don't
There
think
he
he is.
Hey, John.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can
We
now.
can hear you.
Yeah. Cool. Does this season define Joe Burrow's career and this modern history of the Cincinnati Bengals?
Stop it, Stu. Stop playing this game.
Ooh.
Or does this all go up in flames and the Bengals are just remembered for one fluke year where they
Ooh.
accidentally beat the Chiefs?
Joe Burrow will never
That's
go to
good.
another Super Bowl again. I've already made that
He
proclamation.
doesn't have a defense. If he had the
Did
defense,
you plant your flag?
Yes, I did.
That's 2 flags today. You're busy.
It's not bad.
Josh Allen will never win a Super Bowl. There's another one.
Oh God, 3
Ned-
flags. 3.
Okay, Ned.
Oh.
Med's turn. Med, what you got?
I mean, Nick just kind of ruined what my first question was going to be. Will Josh Allen
Nick
finally
will
get
never
over
do
the
that.
hump and go into the Super Bowl? But
Oh, fam.
Nick already kind of blew that one out of the water.
No.
You gotta be fast, Med. Okay,
I
Nick's
know.
a younger man. He's a younger cat. He's quicker, more
It's
dexterous.
11 p.m. his time. I'm sure.
All right, so it's kind of a 2-parter, and
5 o'clock
it's
somewhere.
both NFC.
Ooh.
How far will the Detroit Lions fall after losing what they have?
Say 4
And
games.
is
4 games.
J.J. McCarthy going to improve the Minnesota Vikings over what Sam Darnold did last year?
Good question. I think
I
long
think
term.
Kevin O'Connell struggles this time.
I have another one. Does
Mhm.
Devontae Adams actually improve the Rams' offense over Cooper Kupp?
Yes,
Yes.
like definitively. Now, I'm worried about Stafford's arm.
I think he'll have
it's
17 touchdowns.
I think Devontae Adams is going to be a massive upgrade. Cup is declining. I like it though. Good questions. All right, I'm going to be good for Sam. Really quick, what you guys? This was a panel show, but me and Med have Coach Mike London from William and Mary coming on Monday.
That's awesome.
Monday
That's-
evening. Med, it's an hour later. I'm sorry. He had practice,
Yeah, it's
9
all
p.m.
good.
Eastern. It's going to be a short interview, about 45 minutes. I hope you all join in. It's our first coach coming soon on Fun Football Podcast in August and September. We've got Quentin Jammer, former defensive back for the Chargers, hopping on the show. We've got Brady Augustine, Green Bay Packer Nation, hopping on the show. I've got a guy from Fantasy Pros Ranker and FTN Fantasy hopping on the show. And we've got Blaine Bishop, former defensive back from the Tennessee Titans, hopping on the show.
The
in
Hitman.
September. So we've got
Yep.
some big guests. What you guys can expect moving forward, if it's not an interview, we'll be talking NFL, Packers, and fantasy football every show. I know I didn't hit it on this one, but we had a big panel. So I want to say I'm sorry. But
God, look at
to
this
the
nice
sponsors,
guy.
I really appreciate SportCoin. They just got verified today. They
We
have been
appreciate you.
awesome. They will be
appreciate
coming
you.
on the show again in the future. Undefeated Live. Go check out the app. Sign up with Fun Football Pod. They have been an awesome partner. I'm super excited about that moving forward. The take-a-thons, the live contest, it's a lot of fun. Go sign. It's a free app, and just sign up with Fun Football Pod. And then this is really cool. I'm going to get you guys to do this with me. But positionpicks.com, free college football fantasy game, completely free. You just need 4, and you pick it by like a team like Oregon, Texas. You could say, I'm going to take Texas as receivers, whatever. But yes, thank you to those sponsors. And this was a really awesome first show for Fun Pulse Network. Go check it out on the socials, on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We'll be launching more content. This was the first day. You guys will see shorts on there daily. So but everyone here is a part of it except for the commish, but he's the Pat Riley. So
Yeah, I'll bounce around.
I think Eric Spoelstra's been doing a good job, so I think we're good for now.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right now.
All right, guys. Why don't you give a shout out to your show? What time people can find you and where? Pitch, what you got coming up?
Well, we got an episode fresh recorded today. We are gonna probably pitch it out tomorrow or Sunday. And then on Thursday, we've got our first official guest with Errol from Jabba and the Mouth coming on. And I'm really excited about that. We're going to talk all things NFL and soccer per usual. And then Marty Schneider from NFL Films will be coming on the show, hopefully in late August.
That's
so
cool.
I'm really excited for that interview as well, as we are heating up towards the season. NFL and EFL is back, and I am so excited. You can find us on YouTube and all the socials, but yeah, the long form, we're talking about some crazy stuff going on in the EFL right now. So tune in for the next episode. You're not going to want to miss it.
Nick, what you got coming up?
Oh, I got tons of stuff. I'm actually watching a cricket game live here in a few days. Hopefully going to be live streaming it. Cricket's a massive sport. If you guys want to know a crazy thing, LeBron James has 24 million or 27 million followers on Instagram. The guy that I eventually would love to get on the pod has 270 million Instagram followers. So to show you the vast difference in sport, I hope to bring that to you at Roll Coverage Pod. That's why it's right there. And I'm just glad to be a part of this. I'm happy to have Isaac, Med, and of course everybody here.
Awesome. Sam, I'm hoping you come on for that Blaine Bishop episode in September.
I plan to. I love me the Hitman.
But what you got coming up?
Well, as soon as I'm off this show, I'm hopping on Fanboys Unleashed. So we're doing the late night show. I'm going to talk to Alan, who is he's got a new show called Obligatory Cowboys Talk, which is pretty clever, I thought. And we're going to talk about Michael Parsons and Jerry and all of them. And
like all the stuff we just talked about.
I mean, I already had him booked for the show, and then I texted him. I said, "Guess what we're talking about tonight?" And he's like, "Oh, I can take a guess." So I'm about to go on. But usually, you can find me at 8:30 p.m. on Fridays. But I think the new show, Pigskin Perspective, will be Wednesdays.
Cool.
At 8:30. So that's what I got going.
Awesome. And I'm going to have that special show on Mondays. I'll have an occasional second show week, but you can find me Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, typically with Jones from Jones and for Sports. And I will be doing a fantasy special next week, but you guys will see me on Monday. I'm really excited for the Mike London interview. That was super cool that he's willing that he's going to hop on with me and Med. Med's got some great questions for him. We're really excited for that one, but you can find me everywhere on Fun Football Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and this was a lot of fun, guys. We will see you on Monday night, me and Med, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
See ya.